Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
The properties that distinguish organisms on the basis of their reproductive roles. A grammatical category in inflected languages governing the agreement between nouns and pronouns and adjectives. In some languages it is quite arbitrary, but in Indo-European languages it is usually based on sex or animateness. The properties that distinguish organisms on the basis of their reproductive roles. She didn't want to know the sex of the fetus. Activities associated with sexual intercourse. They had sex in the back seat. All of the feelings resulting from the urge to gratify sexual impulses. He wanted a better sex life. Stimulate sexually. Either of the two categories, male or female, into which most organisms are divided. The war between the sexes. Tell the sex of young chickens. The properties that distinguish organisms on the basis of their reproductive roles. A grammatical category in inflected languages governing the agreement between nouns and pronouns and adjectives. In some languages it is quite arbitrary, but in Indo-European languages it is usually based on sex or animateness. A property having to do with the functioning of the body. Grammar. A category of words having the same grammatical properties. Grammar. A category of words having the same grammatical properties. The properties characteristic of the male sex. The trait of behaving in ways considered typical for men. Showing characteristics of both sexes. Sexual activity with both men and women. The properties characteristic of the female sex. The properties characteristic of the female sex. Congenital condition in which external genitalia and internal sex organs have both male and female characteristics. Showing characteristics of both sexes. The properties characteristic of the male sex. Showing characteristics of both sexes. A gender that refers chiefly, but not exclusively, to males or to objects classified as male. Associated with men and not with women. Music or poetry, ending on an accented beat or syllable. A masculine cadence. Of grammatical gender. Befitting or characteristic of a woman, especially a mature woman. A gender that refers chiefly, but not exclusively, to females or to objects classified as female. Associated with women and not with men. Feminine intuition. Music or poetry, ending on an unaccented beat or syllable. A feminine ending. Of grammatical gender. Having no or imperfectly developed or non-functional sex organs. Remove the ovaries of. A gender that refers chiefly, but not exclusively, to inanimate objects, neither masculine nor feminine. Of grammatical gender. It is the third-person singular neuter pronoun.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.